Good evening. Today is the 10th of November 2016, and that's the reason I'm making this video. This is Pastor Barbara, aka Preacher with Parrots. It came to my attention several hours ago, but it's been a busy day, and I couldn't do this till this evening. Perhaps you've heard the news that the speaker for the Sanhedren, Rabbi Weiss, has asked the publication BIN, Breaking Israeli News, to publish the facts, which they did today, the 10th of November, Thursday, to publish the fact that he's calling upon Putin and Donald Trump to help build the temple. Why Putin? Why Trump? Why now? And why non-Jews? Why Putin? I hadn't heard it before. I don't know the month, but it was in the year 2012. You know how Nicodemus went to Jesus by night? Putin went to the Western Wall, the Wailing Wall, part of the original wall of the first temple that Solomon built. And he was recognized by somebody who spoke to him in Russian. And they told him how important the temple was to those of the Jewish faith, and how important that wall was. And I'm going to quote the English translation of what Putin said. "That's why I'm here, to pray for the temple to be built again." Well, that answers the question, why Putin? Why Trump? This again, I had not heard. I don't listen to that much television, and when I do, it's snippets of news. I hadn't heard that Trump had promised, if he were elected, he would do something which has been on the books, but no American president has done it. And that is to take the American embassy to Israel out of Tel Aviv, a modern, up-to-date, maybe you think political city, and move the American embassy to Jerusalem, where it has historically and biblically been the capital for years. And it was on the 8th that Americans voted, but on the 9th that they woke up to the news that Trump was president. So that answers why Putin, why Trump, why now. That leaves us with non-Jews building the temple, replacing that marvelous structure that David's son Solomon built. Non-Jews? Let's not forget that the second temple was built. The encouragement was there. The funds were made available by a man whose name was in the Bible before he was ever born, Cyrus the Great. God used him. As a matter of fact, everybody that knows anything at all about prophecy knows that from the day, from the hour, from the moment that he signed, Cyrus the Great, his name to the agreement that the Jews would return, that he would predict the day on which Jesus would ride triumphantly into the city of Jerusalem and memorialize a day we call Palm Sunday. He was a non-Jew. And so, you know, I made a video a couple weeks ago. Well, actually, it was on the 29th of September that Rabbi Kahane, and there's more than one Rabbi Kahane, but one of them was approached by the same Sanhedrin and asked to be the high priest. Now, it's been since 1987 that the Temple Institute has existed to bring about the existence of this third temple. They have over 70 vessels. They have a breeding program. It went on in the United States for a while, and now it's in Israel for the red heifer. My students know all about the red heifer and why we had to have one if we were going to reinstitute temple worship. It would be needed from time to time by the priests. And we have not had a temple since the second temple was destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD. And this is 2016. Tremendous. We know the Bible says that the Antichrist will make an agreement with the nation of Israel for 7 years, but halfway through, he will breach. That's what it's called in the practice of law. He will breach the law. He will stop, or you can't stop something that doesn't exist. He will stop temple worship 3.5 years into the tribulation. Or another way of saying that is 3.5 years after the rapture or the resurrection of the saints. Since I was a child, I've been hearing Jesus is coming soon. But now I'm starting to feel it in my bones and in my muscles and in my being. I wanted to give you that news while it was fresh, just in case you'd heard that the Sanhedrin had invited Trump and Putin to build the temple. I wanted to give you some of the details. I got more to tell you in a couple of days, but I wanted to give you this little bit of news, and I'm working real hard to make my videos a lot shorter, to say more in less time. It's been a little over 10 minutes. How am I doing? Until the next video, blessings on you.